It's day 3 of Star Wars Week here on the channel, Adventurous Ones, and we're now checking out from Star Wars Droids animated series, the Black Series version of Boba Fett. Welcome to the toy review. It's time we get started. Welcome back, Adventurous Ones, for another unboxing and review. I'm your host, as always, the master of all multiverses, and the reason why they've turned into an absolute and total shitfest. Never sorry for it one damn bit in this universe, but you're welcome. Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, at your services. And I gotta tell you right now, this Star Wars Week thing has been fun, because I've had these Black Series figures for quite a while now and stuff that I've been saving, and I said, I probably won't open them up ever and stuff like that. Well, now I'm opening them. Ha! Well, go figure, right? And that's not a pun either, and that's not a shout out to go figure. Yeah. So don't take it that way. Anyways, we're going to check this guy out now and tell you what he's all about right from the start and everything. And then we're going to unbox him, show you what the figure is all about, articulation, and everything else in between it. So let's get going. Alright, first things first. As you can see, the covering is just like his old action figure packaging, which this was the cover for his action figure carded package and stuff for Star Wars Droids. However, the character in the cartoon is colorized like this and stuff. The packaging version of his action figure was just a repacking of the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. So, let's get this guy opened up and show you what else is in store. Because it comes with Velcro style packaging. Okay, so it allows you to open it either like a book or a an old VHS tape. And then you got the writing on the side here that says, with his customized Mandalorian armor, deadly weaponry, and silent demeanor, Boba Fett was one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy. Fascinating. Alright. Now, we're going to get this started and open this guy up. As you can see, side profile is the same. It says Star Wars Droids on the side. And on the back, the same thing you saw on the side part here inside the box. Now, let's get baby knife to work. Crack this open and get to reviewing. There's the junk. There's the bubble. There's the package we're going to throw over there for now. And we got his blaster. There's his rifle. His holster and blaster. Pistol. His jetpack. Last but not least, Boba Fett himself. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. And here we go. He's got his articulation. Now, the Mandalorian's armor here and stuff like that, the shoulder padding and stuff, this does not work very well with this for its arm articulation. He does have the small, like, joint, butterfly-like looking joint inside, but not too heavy. It allows him to take his arm, turn 360. Crosswise, he can reach up about that far. Back down again. Head can go all the way around 360. It's on a ball joint swivel, so he can look up about that far and down about that far. Torso articulation allows him to turn only about that far. and about that far. He has no ab crunch, so he can't really do anything bendy-wise and stuff. He has leg articulation, leg swivel, boot swivel. Nope, no boot swivel. He's got foot articulation that allows him to kick back about that far. And then back up again, side to side. He has leg joint that allows him to, with the double knee, to kick back all the way like that. And back down again. Arm articulation in the elbow can only push up about that far due to the gauntlets. And wrist articulation can push about that far like that and like that. And it does swivel, so you can change his hand positioning from there. Now, he has a cloth like cape, but that's like hard something on it, like a kind of hard plastic almost, and a mixture of cloth. Now, it makes it a little harder to pose him, because the cape is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, if you will. And let's see. Then his backpack, it's on just like that, molded into there and stuff, just like so. His pistol goes back into his holster here, just like so. And last but not least, alright, let's see here. Ow! Yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can get that in there. Now, we're going to try and get this in his hand. Because for some damn reason, it just does not want to go in his hand. Let's see if I pull it apart like that, maybe. There you go. Now turn. Like so. There you go. There you go. There we go. And it's supposed to get in there like that, but his trigger finger cannot reach the trigger. Which is fine and dandy on all things, but not when you're trying to pose him. Now, can you get the positioning of like holding it like so? There you go. Now, let's see if we can stand him up here and stuff. The backpack does make him a bit on the top heavy side. There we go. And there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. There we go. Now, comparison time. Here he is with Starkiller, which, by the way, in the Force Unleashed 2 video game, these two go head-to-head against each other. He literally meets up and sees Boba Fett kidnapping his lady love Juno and stuff like that, and he has to go after them, and he almost comes to blows with Boba Fett. He almost came to blows with him. But the game did not let us get to come to blows with Boba Fett. That was kind of dumb, but that's how it went. Now, here he is with Revan. And as you can see, once again, height difference is a bit of a thing here. Put Revan back here now. There we go. Now, this thing was exclusive only to Hasbro Pulse and San Diego Comic-Con a long ways back. In fact, I think it tells you right here on the year. Hang on a second. Let's see. Yeah, because it was part of the 50th anniversary of the Star Wars movies. When was your original release? Doesn't say. Maybe it says here. No, it does not. Okay. Well, then, screw it. We'll just have to wing it. Because I know this came out several years back. And, okay. Now, here's the problem with this figure. This is a repaint of the first version of Boba Fett that came out. Okay? Which had limited articulation. And especially in the arms and the elbows and stuff like that. Okay? And did not match up with the movie accurate Boba Fett, if you will. Okay, so a lot of people's biggest complaints on that was, you know, oh, the crust, the cape here and stuff. That's the one thing too that I was mentioning, is that there's some kind of hard like stuff on here, and then the cape is some kind of cloth of whatever. Okay, that's usually supposed to hang lower and stuff like that, and not hang like this. So it's kind of like it got bent. They bent it in the packaging to put it in there. So, okay, this figure costed, I believe it was $27.99 or more. I can't remember exactly. When Hasbro Pulse had it available, but it was basically a repaint. And that was everybody's biggest complaint on it, is that it was basically a repaint of the one that they originally came out in the black and I believe it was the black and orange boxes or black and blue boxes at the time. Okay, when Star Wars: The Black Series first started, and then they redid this. They did the figure again to re-release it and put it in the archive collection and stuff. Okay, now this is the third rendition of it. Only this is a repainted version of that same figure. So it has the older articulation to it and everything. Now, would they plan to do another Boba Fett figure that gets better articulation and stuff? They did. In fact, it was part of the Star Wars Black Series Return of the Jedi line. And that came out a few years back and stuff. Because on eBay, you could get the guy for pretty cheap now. But, yeah, they called it a deluxe figure and stuff, even though it didn't come with a lot. So, anyways, that's about it on this one. Was it worth that price for an exclusive figure that's just a repaint of one they already did originally? Not really. I mean, it's got its stuff to it. But at the same time, the reason why it was mostly being called an exclusive and stuff is because of the box. That's about it. That they didn't really have a plan on it and stuff at the time. So it's basically they just said, oh, let's repaint this older figure and market it as an exclusive. That was how he looked in Droids, and so on and so forth. Okay, to me, it was hit or miss. Okay, I like it. The articulation's pretty cool and everything. You can get him posed in that position where he's holding his hand over his gun and stuff like that. But it's supposed to have it more where he can hold it like he normally does. Okay, and they can't. That's because it's an older figure, repainted. Articulation is kind of wonky. But again, this was not sold in stores. This was not sold in stores. This was only available through Hasbro Pulse for San Diego Comic-Con, and I believe it went to places like Big Bad Toy Store and then later. I can't remember exactly. But I believe it was mostly just San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Anyways, was it worth that price of $20-some or $30-some it was originally? No, not really. Given that it's an older figure, repainted, articulation is a bit wonky and everything in between it, it makes it less enjoyable and more along the lines of, I wouldn't have paid that price. You know, if it came up on eBay later or something like that, like it is now, you could literally buy it for freaking cheaper than that original price. Anyways, let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below, Adventurous Ones. Is this one that you picked up for yourselves when you went to San Diego Comic-Con back when it was first released? Or is it one of those that you saw it and you just said, nah, not worth it? Let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss on anything we still got coming up on this channel in 2026. There's always more on the way. You never know what's going to be on the channel unless you hit the bell and set it to all. And if you want to be a part of our May giveaway for your chance to win a $10 gift card of your choice if you win our duck race, our end of the month duck race, you need to head over there right now and follow the rules of the video and enter the hashtag road to 1K because we're on the road to 1,000 subs. Once we reach 1,000 subs, we got big stuff in mind for giveaways. So if you want to be a part of that kind of stuff and help us reach that goal of 1,000 subs, you know what to do. Follow the rules of the giveaway video and make sure you put in the hashtag road to 1K, and we'll see you at the end of the month for the duck race. Until the next unboxing, till the next, it's a repaint, but it's nostalgia review. Peace out. May the force be with all of you. Every last one of y'all have a safe, lovely, and beautiful week out there. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your pets, loved ones, in general. And be smart out there, people. Don't do stupid shit, and don't listen to stupid idiots either that are going to get you badly hurt. 6 feet in the ground forever, alright? Use this up in your heads. Get home safely to the people that love and care about you the most, alright? Every single chance you have, you let them know how much you love and care for them in return. Because we're not living in safe times anymore, and there are no more second chances. You need to use the ones you got while you got them. Make them count. Let them know exactly how much you love, care for them, cherish them. Every chance you have in return. Until then, take care. God bless to all of you out there. Please remain safe. And we'll see you all later.